Doctor of Love, fried clam soap, and Brazen Scuba Thief. What a weird week.
Hi, everybody, it's Weird.
This is like crazy being here.
Weird.
Really weird tales.
Bigfoot eats out of my trash.
Well, I got a great joke for you today with some wonderful weird stuff.
Hi, friends. I'm Scott. This is the show we call What a Weird Week, where we look back at the news of the week and we pick out the non-serious, fun, odd, weird stories. You can get everything we talk about if you click shownotes.page, and all the stuff for our podcast is there as well. Show notes and other stuff at shownotes.page. This is our episode for Friday, September 19, 2025.
Number 10.
Number 10 is the doctor who left the operating room to have a comfort break, which you find out when you read the article is a rendezvous, a love-in session with a nurse. So this doctor making headlines now. We linked to the article, the BBC article. It happened a while ago, but now there is an investigation, a medical tribunal or something like that. So it's making headlines that the doctor who was in charge of anesthesia, once the patient was under anesthesia, said something like, "I need a comfort break." They left. They were discovered with a nurse having a little loving time, little time for loving. And so that is where we're at right now. We don't know what's going to happen with the doctor as far as do they get their job back or what. I think that's what the medical tribunal is going to decide, but that thing is still unfolding at time of recording. So let me just double check real quick, live in real time. Okay, no, it looks like we have a ruling on this one. The medical tribunal has ruled that the doctor is, okay, very low risk of repeating this offense. Learned his lesson, perhaps, is a way to paraphrase that. The doctor will be allowed to practice, once again, the anesthetist, statistician. No, it's the first one. I don't know medical terms, but I'm pretty sure it's the first one I said. Anyway, that's we'll link to the update article as well. You can click shownotes.page. A bit of a saucy one to start today, hey?
Number 9.
Number 9 is a follow-up to the sunflower story that we had earlier this summer. In Fort Wayne, Indiana, a fellow named Alex Babbage was in the news. The local news started to pay attention to this very tall sunflower, and the community really rallied behind the sunflower. They thought it had potential to be the tallest sunflower in the world. When we reported the first time, it was more a story of hope. Let's keep an eye on this thing. And now we have an update. Alex's sunflower is the tallest sunflower in the world, almost 36 feet tall. So imagine a telephone pole, except instead of telephone pole, it's a sunflower. That, I don't know if I painted the right image there, but we will link to some actual photos if you click the show notes. Congratulations to gardener Alex Babbage, to the whole community in Fort Wayne who rallied behind this sunflower. And I'll tell you the extent of this. Dozens and dozens of people showed up for the official measuring of the sunflower, including Icy D. Eagle, who is the mascot of the Fort Wayne Comet's minor hockey team. Icy D, right? It was very exciting, and it's a heartwarming story. If you want to read the whole article, we'll put a link in the show notes or click shownotes.page.
Number 8.
Number 8 is another world record. I love the tales of triumph, so keep them coming, these world records. This one involves eating pizza. Many people eating pizza.
New tonight, thousands of people covered the New Haven Green to take part in the annual New Haven Grand Prix.
Yes, and this year, this huge event was also able to break a world record along the way.
News 8's Preston Stober has details.
More than 300 bikers.
I'm jealous of their athleticism. I wish I could do it.
We're all together again.
Watched on by 4,525 people in the midst of a pizza party.
It's great energy to see the whole city come together. I feel like it's not often we get to connect with the New Haven community, but just seeing everyone here enjoying pizza, the pizza's amazing.
What a great soundbite. So that's from WTNH News 8, and that is their coverage of the world record. Also, there is a bicycle race happening, big bike race with hundreds of participants. The world record is that New Haven, Connecticut, United States of America, dished out 9,000 slices of pizza and had the world's biggest pizza party. Everybody has to get a couple of slices of pizza. That's right in the rules. So even if you were like, I'm cutting back, sorry, you've got to do this. Do it for New Haven. Muscle through and eat an extra slice. So the official total, 4,525 participants eating pizza in one spot, and now a world record. Hey, maybe this weekend you want to get a few friends together, and maybe they bring a few friends, and before you know it, you're in world record territory yourself, eating delicious pizza. Good luck.
Number 7.
Number 7 is a cheating scandal in the world of sport. Those cheating scandals, usually juicy, right? This one is the sport is the World Stone Skimming Championships, or around here where I'm at, we would call it stone skipping rocks. But it's where you throw the rock across the water, try to get it to skip, see how far you can go. Well, at the World Championships in Scotland, just to make it past the first round, you have to skip across a body of water that's like 300 feet or something. So they're getting real distance, right? And the rule is, you have to get your rock from the island where this all takes place in Scotland, and it has to be a naturally occurring skipping stone or skimming stone. And long story short, some people were finding their stones and then altering them to make them rounder and make them so you would get more skippage. The tossmaster found out, and those people were disqualified from the World Stone Skimming Championships. I think we'll bounce back from this scandal. It's going to take a while to build the trust, but we'll be back. Stone skimming fans, we'll be all right. I just got to play this from 10 News. Their coverage of this turned biblical pretty quickly.
It said, let him without sin cast the first stone. But what if you suspect someone is cheating in a stone throwing competition?
Ooh, that very scandal has played out this very week in Scotland, with competitors in the World Skimming Championships accused of the very serious charge.
Number 6.
Number 6 is about exercise and how little you could get away with and still have health benefits. And it's surprising. This is great news if you're like me, constantly battling your weight and also a tendency to be lazy. Oh, it's not you. Okay, well, it is me. So I'm just speaking to myself now, I guess. But short bursts of exercise, even just a few minutes a day, they say, can have some great health outcomes. Very short exercise snacks is what they call them. Exercise snacks is not going to be a term that works for me, because when I hear snacks, I'm stopping the exercise and I'm going to get a sandwich or a bag of chips. They say exercise snacks, described as here, a 20-second sprint would be an exercise snack. 20 seconds of sprinting and you can get improved aerobic fitness. The key is you got to bring the intensity. But 20 seconds, if you're like, I'm lazy, well, I guess I could probably do 20 seconds of exercise. I mean, that's going to help a lot of people, I think. That would probably convince me to get off the sofa for 20 seconds. They call it microdosing exercise. And if you want to read the whole thing, we'll link to it. Click shownotes.page.
Number 5.
Number 5 is a weird one involving fried clam soap. Now, where I live on the east coast of Canada, near the ocean, fried clams are always on the menu through the summer season at many, many restaurants. Fried clams, fish and chips, lobster. And many takeout stands open up for the tourist season, the summer season, offering fried clams. Perhaps that's a no-brainer. You're like, yeah, of course, that's how we do. But I'm just mentioning that in case you're in a place, our program goes out over the internet. Maybe you're in a place where fried clams are not a staple. So that's where I'm coming from. And I thought, you could not surprise me with a fried clams story, because I'm in the world of fried clams all summer long. Well, the Howard Johnson hotel chain. I'm not familiar with the fact that they had a fan favorite menu item at one time, the fried clam strip. That was not on my radar. And to celebrate 100 years, Hojo's, the Howard Johnson hotel chain, in select locations will be offering a memento of that era. If you go to a participating Hojo hotel and when you check in, you go to the front desk and you give them the secret code fried clams, you will receive a complimentary box of fried clam inspired soap. Soap that they say has the essence of lemon, sea salt, and butter. That's one of the stranger, weirder fried clam stories I have ever heard in my life. But I congratulate the promotions team at Howard Johnson. They got into the headlines. They cut through the noise and they got into the headlines with some publicity about their fried clam soap. So I say that's a win.
Number 4.
Number 4 is a wonderful wedding mystery solved. We link to the coverage in the New York Post. I'll try to sum it up, but it's a wonderful read if you have a moment to click our show notes. The bride looking at the wedding photos and for 4 years trying to figure out who is that person in the background of our wedding photos. Did you invite them? Do I forget inviting them? Is it somebody's cousin, somebody's date? And trying for a number of years to, asking around, who is the person in our wedding photos? Some sort of wedding crasher? What is the deal? Finally, it goes to social media and gets shared around, and they track down the person, the mystery person in the wedding photos in the background. Who is the person? It turns out that it was a fellow who went to the wrong wedding. He was at the wrong wedding. They found him. He was like, sorry, wrong wedding. That's my paraphrase. I have to respect that once you're in, you're in. Be in the photos. I'm at the wrong wedding. I'm aware, but I don't want to make some sort of ruckus by leaving mid-wedding. I'm in it now. When you look at the photos now and you know the background, it's kind of hilarious. So if you want to read the whole thing, you can click shownotes.page. Number 3 is one of these stories where a truck loses its load and the highway traffic has to be rerouted. This time around, it was in New Jersey, United States of America, on Interstate 80, and the truck was carrying M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms, the yellow package of M&Ms. Delicious. So many M&Ms that they had to close the highway or reroute traffic until they get things cleaned up. The story does indicate that there were no serious injuries to the drivers involved. And a shout out to Knowlton Fire and Rescue Company for rolling on this call. You never know when you get the call, you're going towards the danger to help people and you don't know what you're going to encounter. And in this case, it was M&Ms, many M&Ms. Always like to say to first responders, thanks for what you do. I hope that you were able to take some M&Ms home. I don't know if maybe that's against policy. I don't know. Anyway, if you want to see the photos of many M&Ms on the highway, you can click shownotes.page. Number 2 is a quick update on the alien invasion story. It's still probably not an alien invasion. To go into a bit more detail, we're talking about the 31 Atlas object. It's an interstellar object. It's so rare that objects come into our solar system from another solar system. Maybe a few times it's happened that we've observed. So when it happens, all eyes are on the object, and there's a lot of study and a lot of buzz in the scientific community. And then Avi Loeb, who is a Harvard astrophysicist, he makes the rounds with this latest object, kind of floating the theory that perhaps it's not a normal object. Maybe it's a starship and we're being invaded by aliens. Now, just about everyone else in the scientific community says it's a comet. Here's your update. NASA has come out with a statement, and they say it's a comet. So most everyone says comet. One prominent person who goes on podcasts says alien invasion, perhaps. And we'll just leave it there. If you want to read the article, the statement from NASA and kind of the evidence they give to make their case, we'll put a link in the show notes. Keep looking up. Keep looking up, everyone. Honorable mention. This one is bonkers. I know I say bonkers a lot, but this is the one with the scuba gear, a lot of money, and the Disney theft. So if you're unfamiliar with Disney World in Florida, they have an area called Disney Springs. It's like a downtown area with shops and restaurants. And one of the restaurants is called Paddlefish. It's a replica of a boat, and it's actually on the water. Seafood restaurant. The other night, somebody swam to that restaurant in scuba gear, entered the restaurant, took off the scuba gear, spray painted the video surveillance, tied up a couple of employees. The restaurant was closed, but there were a couple of employees, and perhaps they were counting the money or had the night deposit, whatever. They say between $10,000 and $20,000 was taken. The thief puts the scuba gear back on after getting the money and swims away with the money. Like it seems like a movie. It's a phrase we say a lot, but that really seems like a scene from a movie. If you want to learn more of the story, click the show notes, shownotes.page.
Number 1.
Okay, number 1 is going to involve a little bit of toilet talk, so I'm sorry about that. Maybe if that's triggering for you or whatever, then I guess we're done. Thank you for listening. Now, I'm going to read the headline from the Daily Mail. Dystopian toilet won't give you loo roll unless you watch an advert first. And this is about a Chinese public toilet, a public washroom, where if you want TP, toilet tissue, you have to watch an ad. What you do is the dispenser has a QR code. You scan the QR code. They send you an ad on your phone. I mean, you're on your phone sitting there anyway.
right? You are, aren't you? You're the only one who's not. And so you watch the ad and then you get some toilet tissue, or you can pay a premium and then you don't have to watch the ad. You just go right to the dispensing of the TP. That's kind of the thing, I guess. If you want to see what it looks like or read the whole story, we will link to that in the show notes. Click shownotes.page. That is that. Thank you for checking out the program What a Weird Week, where we look back at the week's news and we pick out the weird, the odd, the fun, the interesting. You can get everything we talk about if you click shownotes.page. We'll catch you back here next Friday with 10 more weird things from the news on What a Weird Week.